What is up, y'all? We are here with a Copa Peru cast. Unfortunately, my first cast of the day. Every other cast has been a forfeit, and multiple have been lined up. So, don't blame me. Blame the players. We are here with two teams that did manage to show up to the server. Some very recognizable names on both teams. Agartha taking a break from the competitive scene for a good few months, but they were a very impressive Latin American team that are reappearing here in Copa Peru. They've been doing quite well, but this has been my first coverage of them since the break. Also, we've got Cigarettes After Sex, which is Quick's prediction. Yes, I can do a quick prediction. If people want to get their channel points in, you may do so.
Ah, shit. Need a hand. All right.
Okay, so we do have the disconnect. You might not recognize the names of the Quake players, the Cigarettes After Sex players. It is mostly, I believe, mostly Quake Gangs members. I know Stop Waiting is Dark Maze. As for Heavenly and Sweet, I'm not entirely sure. We did have a disconnect though, so we'll be getting into the match here shortly. This is the final round of groups. Obviously before playoff starts, double elimination. So potentially a very important match. But these are two pretty up there teams, so I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't anything too major on the line for either of these teams. We'll kind of check out some previous match history while we wait. Agartha. Looks like Agartha did lose to South Stars by about 1,000. They also lost to Pioneers by about 1,000. Welcome in, Miruru. Much love. Okay, we do have Pistol in the server now. Looks like we're going to head into it. I think this could... I mean, it's not the most impressive scoreline for Agartha going into this. They have lost 2 matches so far in groups. So if they lose this one, they will be at 3 losses. But South Stars also beating Cigarettes After Sex. Looks like Cigarettes After Sex has only lost 1 game. So that's just some pre-match info.
Ah, shit. Need a hand.
It does look like we're going to be getting off into it soon. Neither team undefeated. Going to try to be ensuring their spot in the playoffs. So for Cigarettes, we've got Heavenly, Stop Waiting, aka Dark Maze, Sweet, and Pistol. For Agartha, we've got Lolly Gangster, Novux, Slow D, and High Rose.
Screwed up, y'all. I need some help. Thanks.
Anytime.
Okay, wow, we got pretty big channel points predictions across the board. Good to see some interest in both these teams. I, for one, am quite interested in both these teams. Smoke pool is good to start it off. Won't be able to facilitate the hunter. The hunter will get skeeted. Triple boom with very brief smoke, but no spit damage. Keeping it at 2%. Great first hit. First hold, rather, for CAS. And they're going to be going straight into the tank. Got to clear out some horde, of course. Lose just a little bit here and there. A little bit of friendly fire, a little bit of boom.
This shit says use of deadly force authorized. It sure is.
Tank going to be in the hands of Novux to start us off. The only player from Agartha that I don't really remember as playing on Agartha is Slow D. Lolly Gangster, Novux, and Hyros have been playing together for pretty much the entire time that I've been casting. When they play on Agartha, they do play together. Trying to facilitate a rock, not going to happen. They kill off a pretty good hit with that. But Novux is going to be able to just keep vision here. Stay first pass. Hunter, Boomer, Smoker. Definitely not what Agartha would prefer here. But Tank has, of course, gone second pass. 70%. They're going to have to send it with the Hunter, Smoker, Boomer. They're going to go in Boom first. Finds one. Better than none. Some early commons get mopped up, and Novux rolls it in shortly after. Smoker ready to facilitate a pull with a double smack. Beautifully done, but can he keep them? Leaves the one target with the commons wrapping around. Ellis in the corner. Going to be a couple more smacks because he did pop his pills, but that's going to be the DB broken into, just barely though. Really no DB to speak of taken away from CAS, save for about 5%. Pill pop does pay off. The DB's open on CAS. We can see Pistol. Ellis popping another set of pills to further bolster him. He just got one hit left, really. Maybe two. This depends on where Garth is going to hit. 2-2. Jockey Charger. In they go. Jockey into the Charger. Jockey can't follow up onto Row. Will it just be a solid charge spit? And that was on the DB player. So goodbye to about 20% of the DB. Still a very respectable 600 point Chapter 1. CAS walks it in. Closing the door on Nick. Team captain. Which really just showed you how much leeway they had. They had plenty of time to make it into the safe room. Even playing some games with the team captain there for a moment. Tank comes in. Hunter, Smoker. The Smoker was able to facilitate the double, but I mean, there's really no pressure from the SIs. We see the Hunter's still alive. The Tank at that point, he doesn't quite get the end cap. Of course, with the pills popping, would have needed 2 hits anyways. Okay, so we're back to the 2-2 Smoker Hunter setup. Smoker Hunter on opposite ends. Smoker, of course, good against the shotgun. Hunter's trying to avoid. Rather, the shotgun's trying to avoid. They do shut both of the cappers down. Find the spitter as well. Agartha equally strong at taking that first hit. It's not the most terrifying hit at that area, so... But I actually like the idea from Agartha's side quite a lot, where they tried to combo the Smoker Hunter on top of each other. So when you're getting smoked, it's going to be a lot harder to skeet that Hunter. But with the quick clear on the Smoker, it ended the same way. We do have the Boom being held onto by Cigarettes, though. They didn't send it on the hit, and now they're going to be able to send it in with this hit. The boom would not have had much utility to speak of, and it's not going to have any utility here either. But I do like the attempt. Not getting hit by a rock either, of course. That was kind of the danger with the boom in that situation. They ping-ponged them back and forth. They've taken about 10%. Nothing too major, though. But I will say Heavenly, the tank, not much pre-chip, and it's going to be a much better hit. Charger, Smoker, Hunter. Again, sending it very early, getting an early corner with the smoke. Charger's actually waiting. They planned this out, but the Charger goes early. They sidestep it. The Hunter can't get in either. Actually, he will be able to find Coach. The 1-2 out of Heavenly, and he's still got plenty of HP to continue knocking Coach down. One more smack. Actually just going to spread the love around. I mean, Coach is close enough to dead. He's 1 HP. So they figure, you know, why not go for a high damage smack? Because they down Coach anyways. So I love the split second decision making by the tank. Recognizing that he had done the job on that guy already. Some really smart SI play out of Cigarettes After Sex so far. Double boom, dropping in, doesn't get cleared. Spit goes ahead and throws it. He's able to decommit without getting picked. Just a free spit. Now the question is, does Agartha go? 5 seconds left before the spit is up. And also 8 seconds left on pistol spawn in. Wow, Agartha, perfect call. They get a little bit too aggressive on it though. Not able to clear Lolly Gangster. That should have been a very, very, very clean take by Agartha. But just missing that final piece of, you got to clear the smoker. Charger now spawns in to get the instant clear on that one. And it is going to be neck and neck. Smoker trying to play around the alarm. But they will get surgical clear on that. And walk into the safe room. Like I said, pretty much neck and neck. It will be Cigarettes After Sex starting off on the Survivor side, but especially good showing by both teams. If that last hit had been taken a little bit better with regards to the smoker getting cleared by the teammate, it was just such a well-timed smoke to get the guy around the corner where player 3 just wasn't quite ready for it. So it worked out perfectly for the SIs. Bought them enough time. And actually, we can watch the tank back here. It looks like the same clip that I showed on the first half, but you can see he jumps up on top of the railing, trying to take as little chip as possible as he gets in there. Love the Charger clear, but going a little bit early. He still gets a little bit better than a double cap with the tank. Not to worry, you're not... Oh my goodness, I came in at the perfect time though. The boom. Rocket spawn over. High Rose gets the quad boom with it as well. And this obviously is going to buy enough time for High Rose to get a new spawn entirely. Now he's going to have a jockey. Trading the boom in for a 3-1 with Spit. Not bad at all. Here, not going to have a charge, but high potential for separation around the corner. Maybe can Spit to keep survivors inside so that they can't clear the jockey smoker. Who knows what the plan is for Agartha, but they do have Hunter Spitter up above. Everything spawned in. You can see they're going for that chip. They actually find a good amount. Okay, jockey into the Hunter with a random smoke pool. Hey, it takes a while to get cleared. It's still a 10%er on Cigarettes. It was... I honestly don't know how they milked that for as much as they got, like 11%. Okay. High Rose. Second tank for Agartha. He is going to be going back for the dumpster. Boomer, Jockey, Hunter for Agartha. The patience. Wait for that dumpster to be a threat. But they are definitely going to want to sack some of this. At least a boom. Probably like to have a Hunter. They do have a Hunter. Okay, so they send in the Hunter first. hard to tell which one of those died first. Boom gets one as well. I went into the building for a second, so couldn't quite see which one died first. I think the boom died last. They do find the one boom. They get the dumpster in as well. Hyros does take some chip in the meantime. Jockey Smoker Charger. Okay, gonna send it with a rock. I love it. Oh my god, the rock very close to landing. The charge gets cleared before it collides with the wall. Another rock being lobbied over, but they're able to easily deal with it. Starts to go for the dumpster, decides against it, but Cigarette still gets the free chip from it. Not going to be too much. Another 100, give or take. Hyros goes second pass. And Slow D working with the Boomer. Hunter Smoker Boomer. This is the second time that Agartha's basically been forced to make the hit work with the Boom. He's going to send it in first. He finds nothing. Spawning on top of the gazebo, dropping on the other side for the long-range Boom. But comes up empty-handed. Hyros has lost a good amount of HP at this point. And as you can see there, going from 5115 to 5113, he's not taking a lot at any one time, but every time he goes for those rocks, every time he shows his face, CAS doing a very good job of making the trade happen in blood. Eventually rolls it in. 4200 HP left. Hunter Smoker Jockey, they'll make it work. Go-Go being called by the survivors. They get a triple. No, the jockey does. The jockey can't manage to land. He couldn't find a corner onto Coach. Will finally get it. Try to decommit. Should be able to get the pickup here, right? No way. Smoker though, running interference. Lolly Gangster's about to be up. Slow D as well. With another rock coming over, maybe onto oh my god, the head of Ellis will take that one. Boom, maybe a quick boom spawn as they transition back to group back up together. Nick, he's not going to get caught out with anything like that. Continues to play around the 600 HP quite conservatively. Love the attempt at the ghost top. One boom onto Coach. It feels like they probably need a little bit more though. Hunter going to try to facilitate a rock. It does land onto Coach. The rock coming through. But they do skeet it off. Another one comes out of Hyros, but they're just going to leave the tank alone. He's 119 HP anyways, and in fact, he's going to go AI. Going to leave this 119 HP tank lumbering around in the background. Just kind of, I mean, I guess it's fine. Cigarettes have slowed it down. I was wondering if they could just push forward. They're not going to have a spitter at this choke point, which I feel like spitter can be a huge factor here. But of course, they would be able to. Okay, they're going to sack into the quad with the boom. Guaranteed a quad with this sack, but CS is going to be able to run past this choke. The thing is, though, they aren't going to be able to walk all the way. We need to see the SI is getting a little bit better in position here. Hyros is up, and they need to try to go, right? They're going to keep waiting. They've made it past the long point. Awkward under spawn. They're going to clear him up, but a double charge into the jockey with the smoker landing as well. And the AI tank taking his MFing time on this one, but the damage is done. Oh my god, the rock as well. Hello. Hello. And what a play it is from Agartha, able to even interrupt a further pickup onto Nick. We've got all the comments coming through. We've got the pickup happening eventually. Boomer, Spitter, popping pills. One set left on Heavenly. He's down on the ground. He's either got to die or they got to pick him up, and a double boom is not going to help their situation. Into a Hunt spit. Hunt is ricocheting through. Coach is looking the wrong way the whole time. Into the spits. Okay. Will they be able to... The Charger. Oh my god. Even I wasn't looking. I was looking at the HUD. And right when I see the Charger, he's already ghost hopping in. Heavenly died from that. It took me another moment to notice. They're just playing so quick. On a razor's edge is Agartha. Cigarettes after sex down to 1 single point of bonus. Definitely not long for this world. Smoke pool will be cleared off. Boom, pop, mid-air. They're still holding on, but a spit will start to mangle things up a bit. Down goes Coach. CI is still wrapping around. How much longer can CS hold on? Still in the business for getting some distance points. Able to use the melees to knock away Charger, Smoker, Hunter, boom, charges in, Hunter. They're trying to make it a 3-cap. The charge got cleared before it could happen, though. Boom. Does he go down? We got Sweet on 1 HP too, and he also just got boom. Can't clear the Smoker before Ellis goes down. And this is surely going to be it. Coach defending on 1 HP against the zombie horde. Has to try to pick up as well while taking no damage. Was just about to die there. There he goes down. Not able to get the pistol clear. And 1 smack is all it takes. The sync goes down 368 points accrued for cigarettes after sex. And it's a dangerous spot for them for sure. Look at this. They make it through. They did everything right. Agartha on the back seat, the Hunter even gets cleared, but the awareness of them lining up like bowling pins and the Smoker catching Nicholas on the back line at the same time. Jockey able to capitalize on the chaos unfolding, and the AI tank even tossing an insane rock at the end. You love to see it. Agartha, I mean, that was very close to not working out at all whatsoever, but they made it so deadly. And we go to this 2-2 situation. Remember, Agartha was able to convert this, a quad boom in the safe room, convert it into a 3-1 with spit, into 10% of the bonus. Will CAS be able to find the same fortune? They're actually sending the smoke off by the side. Already got it spawned in. Looks like they want to play around with the boom on the hit. Hunter spawns in behind the white van. And there's 2 shotgun players here. Gangster as well as Novox, both using, and look at the confidence from Rowe. Smoke pull, but Gangster is there to clear, and Rowe will get the 1-shot ski, shutting down the hit. Smoke into the spit, just a touch of spit, but an immaculate take from Agartha, really minimizing the damage output. Of course, a little bit was guaranteed, but they saved every drop of blood that they possibly could. Spit ready to go, as well as a jockey. But the hit is in. The tank, rather. Tank was the spitter. Had a lot of time to send it, chose not to. Trying to send it with a hit, I'm assuming. Pistol. The tank, he's not very happy about this. He loses 100 points of chip as he calls for the hit. Hunter, Charger overlapping. Jockey actually manages to win the 1v1, but he does get shut down quite quickly. It's worth more than their first hit, though. They'll take it as Nick goes for the aggression. Not able to do so. Actually bails out of that entirely. Pistol already taking about 500 chip. Yeah, with that, over 500. Just to peek his head out for a moment. Using a rock to get the dumpster a little bit more cleanly in. It's in. Ellis not going to get caught out around it. And the SIs are just waiting Charger, Smoker, Hunter. The Hunter has spawned in. It's a beautiful smack. They're going to continue to run away from Pistol, but Pistol's second pass, 95%. They're going to bring it back all the way outside the safe room. This is quite interesting, especially with the Dumpy making it all the way in. It's not in the most convenient of spaces, but still. In he goes. Smoke pull to facilitate the corner. Can he keep her? Oh, free double smack. Rochelle continues to get hit. Down she goes quite quickly. Still got the hit, but a beautiful skeet out of the air by the SMG player. He'll take one hit for his troubles into another one facilitated by the smoke, but now it's done, and the tank misses his final smack. It's going to be a pretty damn healthy Agartha. They take one in cap. 4 sets of pills. They run it back further, which is going to give Cigarettes After Sex this hit. At the gazebo, if they want it, I was kind of thinking at the narrow alleyway, but they've got everything ready to go, and it's not a Poo-2, it's a Jockey Hunter. In he goes, taken out midair. Beautiful skeeting on both sides. Players really not letting the Hunters in at all whatsoever on either end. Oh, Jockey will get a cheeky one, but the spit already starts to dissipate. They gave up the alleyway hit for that. We'll have plenty of time to set up here, but I think if they did the alleyway hit, they would have been able to do that as well. Hunter, Smoker, Charger, Spit. This is great for Cigarettes. And we got separation as well. Ellis, they're kind of waiting for him eventually, but look, Ellis still spread pretty far back. Smoker, but it misses the charge. Gonna have to be satisfied with the Hunt Spit as well as a good amount of smoke damage on the back line. Hey, it was, I guess about 20%. No, I don't think quite 20%. Maybe more like 10, 15. Definitely hurts that the Charger misses, but hey, Smoke was able to get plenty of damage in on his own, as well as a nice Hunt Spit. 500 points of bonus left, and it's definitely looking like Agartha is going to win the chapter. Hunter pre-spawns in. We got the Hunter Jockey Boom Spit. They try to line up Hunter Jockey at the same time with maybe a distraction Jockey, but again, the Hunter just gets skeeted out of the air. A three-way team shot. A High Rose, Novux, and Gangster all getting a piece of the pie on that skeet. And it leaves Cigarettes After Sex clamoring for another hit. They'll have a spitter. It does go back into ghost form. But the damage is not really going through. The DB is open on Novux. We'll have to see if Rochelle gets targeted at all. It's a great hit. How patient is CAS going to be with this hit? Smoker actually on the back line. But I like this area more for CAS. They actually continue to wait, recognizing they're only going to get one hit. They seem to not like this exit hit, so they're going to wait for the alley. Last chance. This does kind of close the door on potential shenanigans around the truck and other vehicles, and desperation hit for the SI by holding it as long as they did. So they sacrificed some potential extra damage on the tail end in order to set up for this alley hit. We'll see if it pays off. Smoker starts it off on road. Quick clear. Hunter. Charger does not land. Just going to be a Hunt Spit for I don't even think that Spit got anything. 419 points of bonus. And after they tied Chapter 1, this is going to be Agartha with a pretty stark lead after 2 chapters. This is a team that has not been playing in tournaments in recent time. 2 losses in Copa Peru. They need this dub. They would definitely like this dub. Would really prefer not to be at 3 losses at the end of groups. Getting that corner. But the tank is already pretty much dead. Desperation support comes in. But it's all sidestepped. They do have to pay with 2 more smacks from the SI support. But they'll definitely take that. It will be Agartha starting off on the survivor side here. At the graveyard. 40% on the tank. $15.08 to $9.72. And I guess we'll wait for Pistol to come in. In the meantime, hang tight, y'all.
We gotta keep following the freeway.
Bridge can't be too far now.
I hear Hunter. Don't shoot me. Nightstick here.
Apologies, y'all. Was mic muted for that first hit, but as you can see, the quad stack coming out as well as a 4% hit. Nothing too major, just the Hunt spit landing. But there is going to be a quad as they transition through here. Got Uzi and Chromes. Switching those out for the max. So they did get the upgraded weaponry. Agartha is going to approach us very slowly. Definitely aware that it's a quad. Rochelle tiptoeing across the bus. Actually leading with Coach. With an SMG. Take him to clear out commons. Maybe be some bait. Try to get a Hunter skeet. Hunter's ready to take the 1v1 with the SMG. He backs out from there. They're going to send it across. Rogue gets caught out, but Smoker, Hunter overlap. Charger finds nothing. That quad falls flat. It felt like it had a lot of potential, but Agartha just rushed down the Smoker, the Hunter, and deal with the rest of the hit quite quickly. Right into the tank. And they've taken very little damage. 99 HP on High Rose and Gangster. 100 HP on Slow D. So 5 punches for both of them. But we do have a Boom Hunter Charger. Kind of an awkward spot for this tank. He wants to get the Curve Rock maybe, but awkward spawning from the charge. Hunter gonna get a smack or two, as well as the Rock landing with a double boom. And now we have a player at 71, a player at 82. They have dropped down from that 5 hit, all except for Slow D. So that was a beautiful hit out of CAS, definitely hitting some breakpoints that they needed to. Insane that the Rock lands as well during the chaos with the double boom. In he goes. Smoker Hunter Jockey, stop waiting. Is going to be the tank. 4600, immediate smoke clear. Jockey Hunter overlap into the 1-2. Jockey gets knocked away. So it's really just going to be Ro, who is the 5-punch survivor. And yeah, she goes down. Decommit on 1k HP. It's nothing too spectacular out of CAS. The Rock, not going to be able to find it. He's down to 340 HP. This is beautiful by Agartha.
Got a magnum.
Hunter Charger Boom. They're ready to go. Spawning the Hunter. Trying to get a Rock off of this. No. Boom on the tail end. Coach walks into it. They're going to be able to walk away from this. And this is pretty scary for Agartha. Or rather for CAS. Because Agartha is just tearing through right now. 862 bonus left. That tank is dead. He says hello. And it's going to be, you know, a good 15 seconds before that player gets an SI. Spitter Jockey Smoker. They're going to hit the drop down? Is that the plan? The Jockey at least is spawned in, but now all the survivors have walked away from the Jockey. So he's just going to go back ghost. He's going to despawn. This will give the drop down for the survivors. There's no Charger here for any shenanigans. It's just a... It's not quite a Poo-2. It is a 3-1 with Spit. Hunter instead of a Boom. So definitely the potential here. Still lacking the charge. And we got 3 chromes here as well, folks. 3 chromes in the pipe, climbing up, ready to shoot, ready to skeet a Hunter, ready to clear smoke, ready for anything, but they still get in. Hunter and the Jockey, look at that with the spin as well. Rose still taking damage. She can't get rid of it. Oh my god, we're going to have to look back and see how much damage that was worth, but even the smoke getting in some more damage, Agartha gets chunked. Absolutely chunked. Slow D was almost full on temp HP. He goes all the way down, has to pop a set of pills. They've only got 1 set left. It wasn't quite half of their remaining bonus. Actually, it might have been. They had like 850 going to that hit. They get chunked down to 448, but it's still good for Agartha. It could still be 1,000 points for them. It's just not a complete closer here like it could have been. They're going very quickly through here. The drop down into a Boom, 1 Boom. But they're blocking spawns. Charge has to go from an awkward angle. Hunter gets skeeted once again. Charge easily avoided. Boom, Spit die last. A little bit of standing Spit. But Spit actually going to decommit off of this. So they're not going to go for a quad. They're going to go for the 3-1. Boom took a while to go into spec too, so they're probably just going to be waiting the whole time out for a safe room hit. The DB is the lion's share of the bonus remaining. So they do send Lollygangster out first. The jockey lands. The smoke is good too, but the hunter still gets locked down, and with that, the spit can't land either. They do still get a good chunk, knocking them below 1,000, but hefty score by Agartha all the same. Rather than watch back that tank, we are going to watch back this insane hit on the climb up. You see 862 bonus left. 65% of the bonus is left. DB 94%. 3 shotguns, 3 chromes. Ready to shut it down, but none of them land on the hunter nor the jockey. Look at this. The jockey gets in first, and the hunter in the chaos hops around. He eventually gets in, just jumps right at her. And the spit damage. The spit! Oh, man. What a nightmare for Agartha. And what a saving grace for cigarettes as well. We'll watch it back one more time because we're still waiting on the ready ups. Novux as well. Just nowhere to go. Stuck in the spit. Does look like we're going to take a bit before we get into this. A big moment for Cigarettes After Sex. They need a very solid survivor side, or else this match is going to run away from them quick, fast, and in a hurry. Coverage will resume once this last player readies up. Hunter, pre-spawn, smoke or boomer as well. They're trying to catch a bit. Look at the hunter, so cheeky. He's trying to ricochet through. Okay, triple boom. All right, that was quite a hit. I think boom's gonna be back in the rotation. They got the triple boom, which is kind of a nuisance, but overall a good take by CAS. Much needed. I'll be saying that a lot, I'm sure. There it is, 3-1 with the boom. Last hit before the tank comes in. They're going to send it quick. Very quick. The charge gets a complete separation. Boom as they try to go save that player. Smoke pull down, no good. But the damage is definitely going to be good all the same. Pistol knocked down to 47 HP. Boom, again delaying them. But also, that more than just delay after the fact, that was beautiful impairment by the boom onto the players trying to save that charge target. Smoke could have got in there. It would have been even better. And in comes the tank. They're trying it. They get a hunt spit. Jockey trying to carry through. Oh my goodness. Agartha getting some more free damage in. Stop waiting. Chunk down. 66. Those SIs have definitely done their job. We do have Heavenly on 98 HP, but that's it. In the meantime, Gangster presumably eventually going to go for a rock. One boom. Looks like he's fine with just keeping vision. And you can hear he continues to yell. So he does have vision on the survivors. Still has the vision. Eventually, finally is going to drop. Plenty of time bought for Novux. And actually, well, he's still first pass. See, they could try to sit. No, he does go second. Okay, rolls it in. Second pass. Jockey Hunter Smoker. So SI is going to wait this time around. CS were very aggressive with it. Actually, they're ready to go now. Smoke pool not going to buy a ton of time for the tank. First smack is missed, but look at Rowe in an awkward spot. They're choosing to. Okay. Again, Rowe was the high HP target. So both tanks going for the highest HP targets. Gangster goes for the decommit. This is a great moment for Cigarettes. It was slightly better for Agartha, but now they're able to decommit. If they can avoid the pipeline damage, then they'll be looking even better than Agartha. And they can start making up on that 500-point gap that they have. Certainly unexpected here because of how much that can come out on this chapter. How much craziness that can happen. Double boom. Tank goes AI. So we do have an 800 HP tank lumbering around. And for that reason, CAS is going to completely slow down the tempo. They're going to wait for the tank. They're going to keep running. I thought they'd just kill him. Okay, looks like they are shooting him. They're just going to finish him off. Quad, ready to go for Agartha. And, I mean, I don't know why this spot sees such a high percentage of quads working here. But it does work quite often. You've got this tree spawn. You've got random areas to block vision. You've got just a lot of bullshit that can happen. Charger hopping over won't find his charge. The other three land, but the poor Charger couldn't find it. It'll still be good damage. It'll still be great damage out of Agartha. 531 is what they get knocked down to. A good few hundred points of bonus gone. And Agartha, they didn't land the quad, sure. So it does lose a little bit of its luster, but it gets the job done all the same. They're going to be plenty ready for the climb up as well, and they'll have a spit for that, as well as a boom, which could end up being an effective tool as well. They've even got the Charger and a Hunter ready to go for the capping SI, so they've got exactly what they want here. Maybe a smoke. Maybe another capper instead of the boom in general, but Spit comes in early, drops onto the pipe, or drops down. One boom onto Heavenly, he's just going to hold that. M2s him away, triple boom is what it ends up being. 450 bonus left, and like I said, Agartha walked into the safe room with 336, so they've done it. They've done it. Anything extra is just going to make it even better for Agartha here. As the Spit shoots out again, by the way. Charge immediately taken Heavenly as jumps through. As the survivors wait a bit, allows a Hunter to connect. Spit as they climb out. And the coach is just going to run all the way through that. Heavenly is down. The jockey. Oh, no. Oh, man. I mean, you'd expect it to be a good amount of damage, but CAS going down instead of up, leaving Heavenly to fend for himself there. A quick little boom around the car, lands 4. Hunter, Smoker is good. Hunter's just buying time. Down goes Heavenly. Look at the 3 survivors. They're completely trapped up there. Hunter's just still buying time. The Spit, they even get a Hunt Spit. Down goes everyone. No bonus. The distance stops here. And that is going to be Agartha up by like 1,000. Unless one player in specific, no, he's completely abandoned all hope. And he is going to get charged. Okay. We still got Chapter 4, quarter. We've also still got a potential finale. But Cigarettes After Sex out of second chances here. They've got to make it work. Unfortunately, didn't clip that pipe hit, so you'll have to watch back CAS's wonderful hit on Agartha. It's a nice one. Okay. Very well said, sexy shooter. Very well said. Whatever you said. Whatever you said. Very well said. I see maldito, and I cannot help but agree. All right, 55% tank. First hit, nothing too crazy. Smoker, Jockey, Charger, boom. Charges have had they've landed at some very important times, specifically for Agartha. But as a whole, they've been struggling. Smoke charge, no good. Jockey M2'd away multiple times. Boom. Finds two.
That's what I have to do.
Solid hit lined up for the follow-up. Hunt spit. Ooh, awkward landing of the spit. It'll still be a good average hit. But I think we need a little bit more than just, you know, average hits. I think we need a little bit more than that. Tank is going to be after the drop down. So a lot of potential shenanigans here for CAS, which could lead to a wipe very easily if they don't do this this interplay correctly. Jockey going aggressively. In they go. Can't get the skeet. Now it's a double cap with a triple boom. But I can't help but feel like this is, in a way, CES throwing away their shenanigan potentials. They got 5%, but they're not going to be able to play too heavy of shenanigans. Actually, they will. It's taking a while to get this tank in. Finally, going to come in, and now we got a charger. We got a giant charger goes in. Not quite getting a smackdown, but buying some time. We got a jockey. We got a hunter. So I stand corrected. CS still has plenty of time for shenanigans. The issue is where's the tank? They're going to try to send it in now. Rogue gets brought over the other side, and now they all get over. CES does not want to let Agartha all the way up. The tank gonna have to try to cut him off with a boom and a hunter. They run outside. Okay, they lose the bluff. The tank calls them on their bluff, and Agartha does walk it outside. Okay, one boom. Wow, that could have been so much more, but a very quick clear. The boom was seriously getting in there, had insane momentum. The clear will prevent more targets from being hit with that. In he goes. He's just going to roll it in. He's going to try to corral them around towards the cars. Charger, Smoker, Hunter. They're running right towards it. We'll settle for a hit onto Ellis. And we've got a dead SI. Smoker, sure. Actually, wow. Oh my, the Charger. Okay, we got him split. What's the move here for Sweet? Split 2 and 1. Slow D is getting the pickup. He's getting picked up, rather. And Sweet's just going to walk out and die. He gives it up. He calls it a day. 1,000 bonus left. Another lackluster moment.
Okay, anybody up for a game? Hey, Ro, don't listen to him. He's trying to hustle you.
There, of course, there is so much shenanigans once again through the alleyway at the drop down after they climb up the stairs, but right now it just doesn't look like their heads are quite in it. Jockey and Hunter get cleaned up quite easily. No boom. Sweet has left the game. Sweet choosing to leave the server rather than continue. And the GG will be called with that. Stop waiting has left the server as well. And that will be that. Not wanting to play out the rest of the match. The potential was still there, in my opinion. But yeah, I guess CAS thought not. And Agartha, they were at 2 losses. They're going to stay at 2 losses at the end of groups. Not going to be going to 3 losses, which could potentially impact their playoffs. So they do lock in. I'm assuming they lock in the playoffs. Congratulations to them. We've got Needly in the chat saying easy. I mean, it was a great match, but Agartha just having the upper hand there. Especially Chapter 2 and Chapter 4 ran away from them as well. I thought they could have fought it out, but it is what it is. We'll go ahead and conclude it there. We'll rage all out, and normally I would be saying that I probably won't see y'all again until Friday, but we'll actually be seeing y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, that is 4 p.m. Peru time, we have the grand finals of Amateur Competitive Invitational 2, Very Annoying Children, aka VAC, representing Europe, versus No Skills Academy, representing South America. No Skills Academy didn't make it to today's match, and so they got a loss, which means there will be... both teams are playing from the lower bracket, essentially. There will be no more chances. It will just be the grand finale with no bracket reset. Well, technically, there was the bracket reset that VAC got today. So that match is going to be happening in about 15 hours from now, maybe a little bit more, maybe 16 hours. Yeah, 16 hours from now, just about. So be sure to tune into that one. For now, I am going to go ahead and raid y'all out. Y'all have a lovely rest of your evening or start to your day. And we'll see you next time.
Hiding around them blind corners, trap you up in the crack corners. Don't show your face when I come through. Audi BMW, rock to the donuts, head trauma. League on mode, fed drama. Ping pocket hoes mean I hit you and your mama. Back to the safe room with y'all's dumb asses. Try again next time, ho. Feeding your girl Savici. Now she trying to freak me. SMG full clip like you really got that shit. 30 shot ski, talking like you told he told me. You got 60p SMG accuracy. Get your stupid ass in the server. Spin a whole clip on my Honda, where's the murder? Yeah, you hear me screaming? That means I'm still alive.
Hey y'all, I need some help.
And you're not doing shit. I'm still standing here.
Reloading.
Do you want me to turn on unlimited ammo for your stupid ass?